So yes, my people, welcome back to another video here on the J&M Football channel. So right now I just got to the pitch. I'm just walking around because I have to go around to get into the pitch, and I'm going to do a training session. Today I want to focus on, I want to do one drill I did the other week, which is basically a drill for like a centre back, like you drive out, turn back and switch the ball. I'm going to do that for a few sets. Then I want to focus on my weak foot, so I want to do like a bit of pinging, like passing, and then maybe like a tiny bit of finishing, or like a like faster pass, or like a bit of like a low ping sort of thing. So I'm gonna want to focus on my weak foot. Then I might finish off with some free kicks. I see how I'm feeling, and that's probably going to be the session. So yeah, but also in today's video I'm going to be talking about 5 lies in football. So like myths, lies, whatever you want to call it. So like things that I've suffered with, Nathan suffered with, and just things we've suffered within football. There's 5 things that people like think wrongly about football, or they just think this is the way football works, when in like the truth of things, that's not how it works at all. So yeah, if you're interested in that, make sure you stay till the end, so you get all the 5 points. I might add a 6th as well if you're lucky. I'll see how it goes. So yeah, now I'm just gonna do a warm up, start the session, all that good stuff. I'll try and get some clips from the session as well, and then like in between my session I'll probably talk about the 5-6 points that I want to talk about in today's video. So yeah, welcome to the video. Drop a like, it really helps us and it helps our video get pushed out to more and more people. So yeah, drop a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's get on with the video.
The store, control gonna smoke. They tell me to quit, don't listen what I'm told. They help me forget that this world is so cold. I don't even know what I'm chasing no more. Tell me what I want, just keep searching on. It's never enough, cup after cup, blunt after blunt. I wouldn't get one if I could find a flaw. In the car, and I put it on my mama. And my bitch call, talking about some drama. I swear there ain't no time for women on the corner. They see the pussy or the karma. Man, I just wanna go flex. Bored on my teeth and
So just before I get into the main part of my session, I just want to talk about point number 1. I'm going to go into the shade because it's so hot. But anyway, point number 1 is like, you hear or you read a lot, especially on social media, that like you shouldn't compare yourself to others. You should only compare yourself to yourself, and things like this, like you're your own competition and also like that. Now there are times when that's true, and you shouldn't compare yourself to others in life, in football, whatever. But in football, there's like, in football you're getting compared with each other every single day, if you like it or not. Your coach is comparing you to the other players. The other players are comparing themselves to you, like seeing what they need to improve on to get better than you. Like the coaches, scouts, agents, like every fan, they're comparing every player to every player. Now obviously it's hard to compare Messi to a right back, isn't it, because it's like not the same position, stuff like that. But in football you should compare yourself. So say you're a right back but you're not starting, you need to compare yourself to the starting right back to then see what you need to do and what you can do to get in front of him and get your starting position. But when you shouldn't compare yourself is, say for example you've got a kid who's 19 and he wants to become a pro footy player. Now say for example he's playing very low level pro, and he is going to compare his life to say Messi's or Neymar's or Ronaldo's. Now them 2 different levels of football, levels of lifestyle, money, income, fame are completely different. And now comparing yourself to someone at the top of your game when you're just at the start of your career probably isn't something good, because it's going to get you down, depressed, all that stuff. But you should compare yourself to players who are starting in front of you, because you want to get in front of them at the end of the day. But you compare yourself to other people who are at different stages of their career, who are completely different level, different team, like that's just going to get you down, and nothing positive is going to come out of that. So yeah, there are times you shouldn't compare yourself, there are times you should compare yourself, but just pick the right times and know why you're comparing yourself. And basically, yeah, so that's lie number 1, comparing or not comparing yourself. As I said earlier, I want to really focus on my left foot, on my weak foot, so I'm going to be doing a lot of left foot pings and passes in today's session. So don't kill me if they're not as good as my right. And the drill I'm going to do now, you've seen before, it's like as a centre back, you drive out with the ball, turn back, and then play it back to your other centre back. But as I've got 2 goals set up, I'm going to drive out, come back in, and then play one short into the small goal, and then try and do a long ping on my left foot into the bigger goal. You'll see
She's sending all her friends snaps on my new tracks, cause all these hoes know what's about to come next. I hit my plug up, got the paper connect. I drop a couple bands, I just wanna go. Man, I just wanna go flex. Gold on my teeth and on my neck. And I'm stone cold with the flex from the squad, and I'm smoking up a check. Man, I just wanna go flex. Gold on my teeth and on my neck. And I'm stone cold with the flex from the squad, and I'm smoking up a check.
I'm a bit disappointed in my left foot pings, but they're getting there, But anyway, point 2 is there's a certain set of rules you have to follow, or guidelines, that will guarantee you becoming a professional footballer. So for example, we get a million questions a day. How many hours does a pro train? How many hours does a pro sleep? Stuff like this, random stuff. Like there's a book of guidelines that says for you to become a pro, you need to sleep this much, eat this, and train like that. Now, it just doesn't work like this. There's no set of rules or guidelines, or there's no set path. Some people go pro through academies, some play amateur or semi-pro, get scouted, agent. There's so many ways to reach the pro level. I think about it, like, there's a million different paths that will take you to one certain shop or one certain town, and it's the same in pro football. There's so many ways you can reach the pro level. It's unbelievable. You can play amateur your whole life, then an agent sees you, a scout sees you, or you email a club and they say yes, come and train, you get signed. Like, there's so many different ways to make it pro, and like, not a certain way of training works for everyone. Maybe you have a bad injury, so you can't do this exercise in the gym, so you do this exercise. There's so many different ways to train, to eat, to sleep, and you just have to see what works for you and keep on doing that. Just find out what works for you and be consistent. That's the secret. There's no like set guidelines to make it pro or anything. Just stick to what works for you, be consistent, work your ass off, and even then you're still not guaranteed to make it pro, but that's just part of it. Like, you have to work your ass off for a chance to make it pro. Now by the end my technique was so much better. That's the thing, like when working your weak foot, you really want to get the technique right, then try and add the power and the accuracy and all that stuff. Just really focus on technique. Now I think I've got the technique pretty consistently. Now I can start adding, trying to really ping it, drive it, loft it a bit more. So yeah, I'm getting there. My weak foot's getting there. It was better before my ACL injury, but I lost a bit of motion in my knee and I like struggling to get it back, but we'll get there. Right, lie number 3 is basically training is... Oh, phone call, sorry. As I was saying before, the rude phone call. Training is enough. Or like, the thing is like take me for an example. I can come out here every day, dribble through cones, practice free kicks, box to boxes, fitness, 1k runs. I can do so much training here and become the best player I can, become really fit, work on all my weaknesses, strengths, and become a really better player, become a better player. But that's not enough, because if you want to take the next step, or if you need to find opportunities, a new team, anything like that, it takes networking, it takes time, it takes effort, it takes patience. So yeah, like, training is only half of it. As you guys know, you have to eat well, sleep well, drink well, recover, all that sort of stuff. But if you're really serious about football and you want to find the best opportunities, you want to be emailing teams, agents, scouts, former teammates, ex-coaches, just to see if there's any opportunities for you out there and all that stuff. So what you see out here is me running in the 40 bloody degrees, kicking balls into nets. That's only half of it. You need to be honestly on agents every day, finding out when's the next trial, when's the next opportunity, where am I flying to, and things like that. So yeah, like I would say networking takes more time than training, because you're waiting on emails, phone calls, text, WhatsApp, all that stuff. So yeah, don't just come out here, train, and then expect magical things to happen. You have to work on the other side of things, which is networking and stuff like that. That drill you just saw, absolutely aced it. I don't know, I took 12 shots, I think I missed 2 with my left foot, maybe 3. And I hit the post a few times as well, so decent. Now I'm going to get into some free kicks with my right foot, obviously. No point taking free kicks with my weak foot. And then, yeah, so hot. You know it's hot when your cones like get soft and melty. That's how hot it is. Lie or rule or whatever, myth number 4. Is to be a footballer you have to be of a certain build. So you have to be athletic, big legs, smaller upper body, you have to be this tall, you have to be this short, you have to have this big, I don't know, stupid rules that people think there. Like we get messages saying, oh, what build should I do, how should I train in the gym, like what do I need to do to my body. You just need to do whatever needs to be done to make you become a better footballer on the field. So if that means training like a bodybuilder for 2 months to get a bit of base strength, then do that. But if you're an advanced athlete and you want to be training like a footballer for football, so you want to be doing movements that you do on the field. But basically, yeah, there's no set build. Like if, I don't know, for example, David Silva and Traore from Wolves. Look at them 2 players. They're completely 2 different built players. Their physiques completely different. Traore is an absolute beast, as we all know. David Silva, I'm not sure how tall he is. I think he's pretty short, but he's also very skinny and he doesn't look athletic. Now, you can't say David Silva's a bad player. He's an unreal player. Again, Bernardo Silva, that's another example. Sergio Busquets from Barca, if you look at him, skinny, not athletic, probably not fast. And look how good of a player he is and look how big of an effect he has on the field. Then if you look at Ronaldo, look at his physique, he's unreal, athlete. Then Messi, obviously he's an athlete, they're all athletes, but they're all different builds, different heights, different weight, different abilities, different physical abilities, but yet they're all so good on the field. So stop focusing on building the perfect physique and instead focus on becoming the perfect or the best footballer you possibly can.
She's sending all her friends snaps on my new tracks, cause all these hoes know what's about to come next. I hit my plug up, got the people connect. I drop a couple bands, I just wanna go. Man, I just wanna go flex. Gold on my teeth and on my neck. And I'm stone cold with the flex from the squad, and I'm smoking up a check. Man, I just wanna go flex. Gold on my teeth and on my neck. And I'm stone cold with the flex from the squad, and I'm smoking up a check.
Right, so number 5 is that footballers can't enjoy life and you don't have balance in your life. Now, as a footballer, it's extremely important to have balance in your life, to enjoy life, because if you're only doing work and grind, then you're gonna burn out, you're gonna work too hard, you're not gonna enjoy the game and stuff like that. So yeah, like there's like this like hustle movement, grind movement, where you have to grind 24/7, hustle 24/7, late nights, early mornings, all that stuff, which is true. You have to grind, you have to work hard, but you don't have to work hard, or you don't have to hustle 24/7. Like, that's the honest truth. You have to have balance in your life, or you're just going to burn out and not enjoy it. And then I was going to say I was going to add a 6, and I thought of it. So number 6 is, like, football doesn't care, no one cares, basically no one gives a shit about how hard you've worked, what you've been through, where you've come from. Football doesn't owe you anything, so you just have to work extremely hard and just wait until you get your chance, your opportunity. Just because you've come from a bad background, or you've had struggles in the past, everyone's had struggles in the past, but yeah, like, they don't owe you anything. The coach doesn't owe you anything. They don't owe you a contract. You have to work for that contract. You have to work for them opportunities and chances in football. And just like in football, if you want to be successful in football in life, you have to work for it. Nothing's just given to you on a plate. So yeah, they were the 6 lies or myths, or whatever you want to call them. That was the session. I was pretty happy with my free kicks. They were quite consistent. And like the goals, like bigger. It was like the goal that I use as a wall is like taller than me, so it's quite a big wall. So it's hard to get over and under. But I think they were quite good. They were quite consistent. But anyway, guys, yeah, that was today's video. That was today's session. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash the like button, please. As I said earlier on in the video. Again, if you're new here, subscribe. If you watched to the end of the video, you're a legend. Honestly, like, our average view duration is going up slowly. So you guys who do watch for longer, honestly, we love you, appreciate you. It really helps us grow, and it helps YouTube see that we are providing like good content, or trying our best to provide good content. So anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.